Assalamu alaikum. In this video I will briefly talk about functions. In this program, two integers 1 and 2 are added together and their sum is displayed at the output using the function add. When this program is executed, the first instruction that will run or executed is line number 11. At line number 11, the right hand side of the expression r is equal to add will be evaluated first. So basically, at the right hand side there is a function call. The function add is being called, and when it is being called, the integer 1 will be transferred to variable a, whereas integer 2 will be transferred to variable b. So variable b contains the value 2, whereas variable a contains the value for integer 1. The next instruction that will be executed is line number 9. So when line number 9 is executed, this one will be transferred to a, whereas this b will be transferred to, this value 2 will be transferred to variable b, and 1 and 2 will be added together. The sum will be 3 and it will be stored in x. The next instruction that will be executed is return x. X contains 3, so 3 will be returned back by this function add. By returning, it means that the whole of this expression will be replaced by 3. So now r will contain value 3 and ultimately it will be printed at the output with the statement the sum is. So the output of this program is the sum is 3. So run this program, you can see that the output of this program is the sum is 3. So function add starts from line number 8 and it ends at line number 10. It has two instructions, x is equal to a plus b and return x. If you want to add any instruction to any function, you have to introduce at least 3 to 4 spaces from the first letter of the header. To create a function, you have to use the keyword def with a space and then the name of the function along with its parameters if required, enclosed within the small brackets, and after doing that you have to insert the colon sign as well. So this line is called header of function, header of the function, whereas a and b, they are known as parameters of the function. Similarly, 1 and 2, these are also called parameters. These are also called parameters. Now this program could have been written like this. You could have written this program like return a plus b, and instead of storing the return value in some variable, call the function directly inside the print statement. So this will again give the same output. The sum is 3. So return a plus b. This statement will first calculate the sum a plus b. 1 plus 2 will be equal to 3, and 3 will be returned back to uh, this function or this statement. 3 will replace this whole function name along with the parameters like this, and ultimately 3 will be printed as the output. So this is an example of a function which accepts two parameters and returns back a value x. So in this example we have passed two parameters, and the function in turn returned the sum of the parameters. Now let's take a look at another example. So in this program, the first instruction that will be executed is line number 16. So at line number 16 there is a function call. Function add is being called over here. When this function is called, 1 will be transferred to A and 2 will be transferred to B. So A will contain 1 and B will contain 2. The value of A is equal to 1 will be transferred to this A. So now A is 1, whereas this value B, which contains 2, will be transferred over here. So the output will be print the sum is A plus B. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So the output would be the sum is 3. So run this program and you can see that the sum is 3. Okay, if I write print with this add function, print, and within the print statement if I call a function which does not return anything back, then this function will print none when line number 14 is executed. So the final output of this program would be the sum is A plus B. A is 1, B is 2, so the sum is 3, and this line when executed will print none at the console window. So run this program, you can see that this is the final output. So you have to remember that if a function does not contain the return statement, the function by default will return none. So this whole function name will be replaced by the word NONE, none, and this none will be printed at the output.